Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at a mod that is known as the Deep Dark Ocean Dimension, which was created by Ironkiller224. I hope I got that right. Now, the Deep Dark Ocean Dimension is, as you can imagine, a mod that adds a new dimension called the Deep Dark Ocean. Now, it isn't only the dimension that is added with this mod, of course. It also adds a whole lot of things, including some new mobs, some interesting tools, tree sort of thing, some new different stones, and 2 new armor and tool sets, which I'm going to show you later, but rest assured they are very OP. Zoom! However, let's just get into that later. First, let's have a look at the actual dimension. Now, the way you want to get into it is by using the Deep Ocean Portal, which I only know how to get in Creative. I don't know how to get in Survival, I would admit that. But basically, you just put it down and you jump in. And you'll be spat out here, which is, well, from the looks of it, we are in the top layer of the Deep Dark Ocean. Now, the Deep Dark Ocean is actually split into 3 separate layers. There is the top layer, which you'll get spawned out through the portal. There is the middle layer, which is an upside down forest. And then there's the bottom layer, where there's all the dangerous things are at. Now, the top layer and the middle layer are mostly safe, but the bottom layer can be quite dangerous. And you can't be completely sure in the middle layer either. Now, we'll begin with the top layer. Now, the top layer, as I said before, is probably the safest area in the Deep Dark Ocean. It doesn't have much spawn here besides normal fish. However, it is a good spot if you want to get one of the 2 armor and tool sets, the Ocean Crystal set, because as you can see here, the Ocean Crystal ores spawn in the top layer. Now, the top layer is also where you'll want to go if you want to get out. See these part bit up here? All you need to do is find one of these things that reach the top here, and you go through it to get back to the overworld. Now, to get to the middle layer, you basically just want to go down, obviously, and then you'll eventually find some holes in the rock, which you can go down to get to the middle layer, which is, as I said previously, basically an upside down forest. Now, there's not much that goes on here. You are able to just get some of the different forest things. It's kind of like a coral reef, except for upside down. But it's mostly safe and kind of the smallest layer and the least interesting. However, make your way even further down and you'll find yourself in the lowest layer, which is lots and lots of different ocean mountains with many dangerous mobs spawning all around. You have to be very careful down here, but there is also good opportunity because it is where the sea gem ores spawn, which you can use to create armor that is strong as diamond with some extra benefits as well, specifically for this dimension and for the overworld oceans as well. Now, I previously mentioned that there were 2 new sets of tools and armor, the Ocean Crystal set and the Sea Gem set. Now, the Ocean Crystal set is slightly weaker than Diamond, with the Sea Gem one being equal to Diamond. However, the armor both give the same effects when you put them on. The helmet gives you water breathing, the chest plate gives you resistance, the leggings give you Dolphin's Grace, and the boots give you speed. Both of these armor sets therefore give you a good advantage when you're in water, by allowing you to move very quickly and have added resistance, as well as be able to breathe underwater. However, I don't know if the mod creator thought of this, but if you then enchant your shoes with Depth Strider 3, you'll suddenly zoom around as if this was, well, you just go very, very quickly. Now finally, I would like to talk about the mobs that are within this mod pack. There are 3 new mobs that were added. There is, of course, some piranha mobs, which are pretty weak individually, but they spawn in packs and can be quite nasty when they all attack you all together, but mostly harmless, to be honest. Then there is the manta ray spawn, which, let's be honest, is just an adjusted phantom, but it still looks cool and the design works, so I'm not too mad about it. And then finally there is the Squid Guardian, which you have seen the health bar of above my head for quite a bit, and that probably indicates to you that yes, this is a boss. This is basically just a giant squid which will kill you if you're not careful pretty quickly. However, that is not the highlight of the mobs actually. In fact, the other 2 mobs are quite a bit more interesting because of these 2 items, the Toothy Staff and the Manta Whistle. Now what the Toothy Staff does is, let me just get back to, where did I put that boss? Oh well, I'll just spawn another one. The Toothy Staff is really interesting because it spawns a whole lot of piranhas that will fight on your behalf. Now, as you can see, it has a cooldown and quite a big one as well, but the piranhas are quite strong. I mean, look at what it's doing to the boss. It's doing pretty well, and I don't know, it's just a really cool weapon, I guess, that you can use in underwater fights. Now, the second of the 2 items is somehow even cooler. What it does is, by using it, it spawns a manta ray, which you can ride. So it's kind of like a horse, except for underwater. So, in survival, this would be really, really cool. Of course, I mean, the Depth Strider with the armor is even faster, but still, nothing's cooler than a rideable mob. Just admit it. Now that's about it for today's video. There are still quite a few things left in the mod that I haven't talked about, but I will leave that for you to discover for yourself. Now the link to the mod is below in the description, so if you want to check it out, I do encourage you to do it. And if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. If you want to tell me something, you can leave it in the comments, and it doesn't matter if it's something positive or negative. You're free to tell me whatever you want. And if you want to subscribe, subscribe. And if you don't, then don't. But thank you for watching, and of course, goodbye.